got to do a little maintenance. As usual, there's always stuff to do. So, right behind me is Mary Beth's car, and it needs timing belt. And I'll show you why. Come on. So, I changed the oil last weekend, and I heard a rumbling sound. So I took the covers off, and there's the original water pump. Now the original water pump is 17 years old. Yeah, that's right. Now the timing belt was changed at 120,000 in 2015. So technically I have till next year to do the timing belt. However, because it was their first timing belt change, they left the original water pump. Now that water pump's failing, as you can see by the crustiness on that weep hole down there. And that is got to be changed. So I'm going to do the entire system since I'm in there and give this thing fresh love. First, you got to drain the coolant. So I got the coolant draining. Second, you got to take this strut bar off. I've already taken the cover that you have to take off as well. So I just pulled the serpentine belt off, and that side looked real nice.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But that back side, oh my word.
What is going on there?
I don't know, but it didn't like whatever it was. So I guess I need a new serpentine belt.
Yeah, look in there and see if you can tell what's going on. Let me see that belt, man.
Yeah, hang on a second. I don't see any issues. Right, you know, a quick look. You know, I'm just spinning the pulleys that'll spin. See if I've got some kind of notch or something that's causing that. And I don't see anything there either. Obviously I can't spin the crank.
Yeah.
But there's stuff inside the crank. Inside the crank grooves. Right there.
Yeah, it's rubber material from that belt.
I think so.
Get you a fine screwdriver and
pick that out.
Pick that out.
Yeah, I sure will. I'm gonna get that from down below. So, I removed both the ECU, TCU with the removal tool. Took the box off, got it out of the way. Down here, we got cam lock tool, and that's that one I got from Canada. S&P Performance. They're actually a Volvo repair indie shop in Canada, and they developed that. I've got the belt off. I'm going to take the tensioner, the idler, and the pump out next. Okay, there's plenty of info on the timing belt and how you change it, etc., etc. A couple things. I like to take that harmonic balancer off. He's down there. He's the big guy at the bottom. There's 4 number 10s, and then there's a big number 30 that's got to come off. I do lock the cams when I do that with my locking cam tool. And then when I'm done pulling the old belt off, pulling the old water pump off, cleaning up the water pump gasket area, taking the tensioner off, taking the idler off, I then reverse the procedure. I put the water pump on first, and of course I always use Loctite on those bolts. I use a blue, and put the bolts back in, tighten them in a sequence, torque them appropriately, and then I put in the tensioner and the idler. The idler I torque down appropriately. The tensioner I leave loose until I get the belt on. once I get the belt on, which is can be challenging. Once I get the belt on, then I check my timing, and in this case, I had actually gotten a tooth off on the exhaust cam. So what I did was I took the timing belt off again and moved the pulley so that the two sides aligned. The beauty of this is you can see from a previous timing job, there's a white mark here and here, and the same on the other cam. And it's hard to see from this angle, but they're now in time. Before the other cam was advanced, the exhaust cam was advanced, but now they're way more in time than they were. And they're just a little behind on both of them, which is where they were when I started. So I also have down below, and I'm sorry my light died, but down below that where it goes into here, the timing is perfect. It lines up with the notch. This one lines up where it's supposed to on the block, and that's a big deal. So getting the timing right is important. Couple things to note that will help. Note that I took the ECU and the transmission computer out and the box out. Big deal. Got to get it out of your way. I also drained all the coolant from the car. Another big deal. And we're almost there. I'm going to finish this up tomorrow because, yeah, it's getting late. Well, the engine's just purring. Timing spot on. New Continental sticker in the Continental kit. Ace water pump. Fresh serpentine belt. Fresh passenger motor mount. Yeah. Oil change. Filter. Yeah. I mean, I spilled some fluid when I banged into the pan, but there's nothing else dripping. Nice. Yeah. Well, that takes care of that.